Feels great to be back in the full swing of things. I was super eager and excited to get started before I had injured, and that hasn't dimmed at all. I'm still super eager to get back healthy and help our team win games. So everything's going well with my recovery, and I just want to make sure that I'm 110% because we got a long season ahead.
Coach was talking just before you got here about how he feels for you and just the level of frustration to not necessarily be out here initially and battling with these guys. How do you internalize that, and how do you turn it into an advantage when you come back?
Well, I just haven't been sitting idle just because I've been injured. I've been lifting a lot. I've shot a million jumpers, and I've been listening in every huddle as if I was still playing. So I think that I've been getting the mental reps, which is super important for me because I'm still learning in this league. So it's good to be able to see the game from a different point of view as opposed to playing. And I can't wait to take what I've seen and implement it in the game.
Do you have a feel for if you will be able to participate in any preseason games?
I'm still getting a feel for it, honestly. Hamstring is one of those things that could be a lingering injury. So the last thing I want to do is hurt it even more seriously and miss more time. So I think we're just playing it safe right now. But I feel great. The strength of my hamstring is returned completely. And now it's just about those little, short bursts, lateral quickness. I consider myself one of the better defenders in the league. So if I want to maintain that level of defensive prowess, then I think that I for sure need to be 100%. So it's just little things. But as far as running and walking, day-to-day things, I don't feel it at all anymore, which is good.
Peyton, we know about your great defense, but how do you envision yourself fitting into the bench, the new pieces, and just sort of what you're looking to accomplish or how you want to fit in offensively in the half court?
Just based off watching 2 preseason games, I think I'll fit perfectly. We got a really solid bench lineup coming in, especially with our new additions, Dario and Russ. So that's going to be big for us. And I think offensively I fit in perfect because I could do a multitude of things. I can come in and play at the 4, come and play at the 3. Obviously, that's my most natural position and where I feel the most threat offensively. So I definitely have been working on a lot of things, honing my game, working on my handle, and working on becoming almost a top-tier transition finisher. And then also just shooting the ball well. We got guys who drive and draw a lot of attention, so just being ready to hit the open shot. But I have no doubt that I'll fit in just fine offensively. Hey, watch that.
With that skill set, Peyton, now, how do you what's the right level of aggressiveness? Are you worried at all about I don't want to be too aggressive, or does you feel the coaching staff tell you, hey, you see a lane, go for it?
No, I'm not worried at all. I think I showed last year that I can play a role and I can kind of play a little bit reserved, depending on who I'm on the floor with. But this year, I think it's just about taking a step as a hooper. First and foremost, I'm a hooper. I have a natural feel for the game, and I trust in that ability. I've shown that it can be successful in games, so now it's all about just making it consistent. But I don't think that there's a level of aggression that's too much. We play with one of the most aggressive players of all time, and he still finds ways to pick his spots and know when to push the pace, when to slow it down. So I think it's all about having an all-around feel for the game. But my aggression is going to be just fine.
How have you seen Russ make an impact off the court?
Just definitely with his energy and his vocal leadership. I think that's something that we really needed, and it's something that he brings to the table. And he does. And it's not to be fake either. He does it authentically. He would do it if nobody was in the gym. He'd be in here talking to himself. So I think that that's amazing to have him, and it really just, I think, makes everybody else want to step their game up and play that much harder. So I love Russ, man.
What have you observed from the outside looking in about this year's team?
Definitely that. I feel like we just got a bigger chip on our shoulders. It's hard to come in with that level of intensity when you're coming off a championship, especially with an abbreviated summer. But I think all of us have had some time to digest what happened last year and ways that we could be better. I know that for sure that I have been thinking about ways that I can help this team win a championship because that's our goal. So when you have lofty aspirations like that, I think that coming in with that chip on your shoulder, it means the world. We know that we're still targets in this league, but at the same time, we got some people that we're targeting as well.
Is there just kind of pushing on that, is there anything that you want to bring even more than what you brought last year? Any specific skill or style of play?
Yeah, definitely. I just think I want to attack the boards more, get the ball more in my hands, so that way I can create and facilitate in transition. Definitely going to be playing the wing a lot more. Last year there was a forward position that we needed to fill, and I was happy to do that because I want to play no matter what. No matter what the position is, you can count on me to come in and give 100%. And I think that I excelled in that role as well. So I think that there will be times where I play the 4, but I'm just focusing on expanding my game from the perimeter, handling the ball a bit more, facilitating, being able to cut with a great passer like Dario, and being able to run with a great, transition player like Russ. I think it's just dependent on the other players that we have around us and knowing what the team needs at that time.
What's the next step for you as a defender? Where do you think you can still grow on that end?
Definitely, and I speak to this all the time, but just my discipline, continuing to grow more discipline. I have a natural feel for, that defensive side of the ball because I watch a lot of film and I watch a lot of players offensively. So I kind of get a feel for their tendencies. But I think just, not always trying to make the superstar play. I know that if we need that I can go up and I can make a spectacular block or I could get a big deflection when we need it. But for me, it's just all about containing guys so that I don't even have to get to that point where I'm jumping through the air over 3 people over Joker's back, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
What was your favorite part about Abu Dhabi?
It was a lot, honestly. I enjoyed the whole trip as a whole. More than anything, I think I enjoyed just being around the guys and being able to bond. I'm a big guy on it's about the company you keep and not what you do. So I think that it was good to bond with all the guys. But I'd say my favorite part was probably like our desert party and getting to get on top of that camel. I think that was something super dope that I'm not going to forget for a long time. So, yeah.
Thank you, Peyton.
Appreciate
Thank you, guys.